What's going on? Guys, listen, there has been a massive horror news drop not even like a couple days ago. Before we get into all that, I know I have not been consistent with these uploads, and I apologize. But if you are still clicking on these videos, I thank you so much. It means the world to me. So, almost 3 whole years ago, back in July of 2021, we got Peak Streak drop on Netflix. Excuse me, Fear Street. Fear Street. Remember those? My god, what a fun time that was. One trilogy, three movies, the span of 3 weeks. I absolutely had a blast with all three of those movies, and I rewatched them all recently, and I still love them, but I have some changed opinions. So, part one, 1994, I love. It was my favorite of the trilogy. The second one, 1978, I did not really like at all. And the third one, I enjoyed. I thought it was a really great conclusion. So, at the time, my ranking from worst to best would be 2, 3, and then 1. Now, after rewatching all these movies, I would go 3, 1, and then 2 as the best. Growth, absolute growth. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't love it the first time when I watched it a few years ago compared to now, as I absolutely love it. I don't know. I don't know. Growth, I guess. Like I said, growth. I think I loved part one like solely because of Simon. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. Anyways, great movies. They're on Netflix right now. Go watch them. So, back in like 2022, a fourth movie was confirmed with Chloe Okuno set to direct, and for pretty much the entirety of 2023, it was radio silence. Now, in 2024, some things have changed. So, just a couple of days ago, Netflix took to Twitter or X, again, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, and announced the cast of their new Fear Street movie, Fear Street 4, Fear Street Prom Queen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with any of these names, but I'll be honest, I'm so glad that I don't. I love seeing new faces in horror movies and just movies in general, and I love watching the work of actors and actresses that I've never heard of before. So, yeah, I'm incredibly excited to see this group of actors in this movie. When it comes to the plot of the movie, my god, does this get me hyped. As obviously it's based off the Prom Queen book from R.L. Stine. The story follows prom season at Shadyside High in 1988, obviously the same school from the OG trilogy, with the popular girls getting ready for their campaigns and tasked to become prom queen. When an outsider gets a nomination from excuse me. Yo, let me do that again. No, hold on. When an outsider gets a nomination for prom queen and catches the other girls by surprise, they start randomly disappearing one by one. Now the school is in for a fantastic time. So, in the book, there's a murderer who is killing these prom queens one by one. And the outsider nominated, she's got to figure out who's doing this and how to stop it before she's next. It's a slasher. Let's go, baby. Scream-esque whodunit movie, count me in. Now, directing the movie we thought was Chloe Okuno, but she isn't anymore. Directing the movie is also someone I'm not entirely familiar with in Matt Palmer. Palmer has done another Netflix movie titled Caliber, which I know nothing of, but I hear it's really good. So yeah, that kind of gets me hyped. Maybe I should look more into it, but I'm not entirely sure why Chloe Okuno is no longer directing. She made the really solid horror with Michael Monroe titled Watcher. Really intense, really well written film. For Canadians, it's on Netflix right now, so yeah, go check that out. But horror fans, Fear Street fans, get excited. We have a great year ahead. Let's hope this fourth installment is just as good as the other three, because currently there is no bad or even a weak Fear Street movie. So let's keep that hot streak going. That is all for me. Again, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm very inconsistent with these uploads, and I appreciate your patience for whoever's watching me. Like, sub, Or don't. It's up to you. I would rather have you follow my letterbox. So I'd really, really appreciate that. But from wherever you are, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you very, very soon. I hope.